Have you ever felt like your life was spiraling out of control? Perhaps you wake up every morning already dreading the day ahead, or you find yourself struggling to maintain a sense of purpose. If this resonates with you, know that you're not alone. Many of us have been there, caught in a seemingly endless loop of anxiety, unfulfillment, and stress. But what if I told you there was a way to turn it all around in just 1 week? Imagine incorporating simple yet profound habits into your daily routine that could transform your mindset and give you a renewed sense of purpose. In this video, we'll delve into how the ancient philosophy of Stoicism can be the key to this transformation. Stick around because these 10 Stoic habits are not just theoretical concepts. They are practical, actionable steps that you can begin applying today to reshape your life. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand how Stoicism works, but also have the tools to start fresh, no matter where you are in life. Let's begin this journey together and see how a week of dedicated practice can lay the foundation for lasting change. Habit 1. Acceptance and focus on control. Embrace what you can control. Let go of what you can't. How often do you find yourself frustrated by events or people beyond your control? In our daily lives, we face countless situations that can provoke anxiety, anger, or despair. Yet, these feelings often arise from our attempts to control the uncontrollable. Stoicism teaches us a fundamental truth. The only things we truly control are our thoughts, actions, and responses. Everything else, from external events to the opinions of others, lies beyond our reach. Consider your typical day. How many moments do you spend worrying about things that you cannot change? Whether it's a delayed flight, a colleague's bad attitude, or the outcome of an important meeting, these circumstances are not within your control. When you focus on what you can influence, your own actions and mindset, you reclaim your power and diminish stress. The Stoic principle of control is not about resignation. It's about empowerment. When we distinguish between what is within our influence and what is not, we channel our efforts toward meaningful change. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This simple yet profound idea challenges us to stop wasting energy on things beyond our influence and instead focus on our own thoughts and behaviors. Thought-provoking questions. How often do you let external circumstances determine your emotional state? Can you recall a recent situation where you reacted to something outside your control? How could you have responded differently? What would your life look like if you only invested energy in things you could influence? Acceptance does not mean surrendering to fate passively. It's an active engagement with reality, acknowledging what cannot be changed and directing our will toward actions that align with our values. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often reminded himself to receive with simplicity everything that happens. By adopting this mindset, we open ourselves to a calmer, more resilient way of living. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Start small. The next time you encounter a frustrating situation, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If it is not, practice letting go. Focus on your response. How can you react in a way that aligns with your principles? For situations within your control, take purposeful steps to address them. Over time, you will find that your ability to remain composed and focused will grow. Now that we've explored how to master the art of focusing on what is within our control, let's turn our attention to another transformative habit, starting each day with purposeful reflection. Habit 2. Morning reflection. How do you start your mornings? Do you wake up rushing through your routine, already stressed about the day ahead? The way we begin our day can set the tone for everything that follows. In Stoicism, the practice of morning reflection Setting aside time to meditate on the tasks and challenges of the day is a powerful tool for cultivating mindfulness and resilience. Most of us go through our morning routine on autopilot, reacting to the demands of the day instead of preparing for them. The Stoics believed that each morning presents an opportunity to reset our mindset, readying ourselves to face life's inevitable difficulties with calm and purpose. By dedicating even a few minutes to intentional reflection, we prepare our minds to approach the day with clarity and composure. Morning reflection involves more than just planning your schedule. It is about mentally rehearsing how you will handle potential challenges. Imagine yourself responding calmly to a stressful meeting or practicing patience when confronted with a difficult person. This proactive approach helps condition your mind to react positively rather than impulsively. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive." Thought-provoking questions. How would your day improve if you spent a few minutes each morning reflecting on how to handle challenges? Can you identify moments in your daily routine where you are reacting impulsively instead of responding thoughtfully? What if you could start each day with a sense of purpose rather than a sense of urgency? The Stoics saw the value in preparing oneself for the day's events. Marcus Aurelius would often remind himself to expect difficult people and challenging situations, not to become pessimistic, but to be ready. This is not a negative outlook, it is a way to cultivate resilience. By anticipating difficulties, you become mentally prepared to handle them. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Make morning reflection a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Begin with just 5 minutes of meditation or journaling. Reflect on the potential challenges of the day. Visualize how you will respond to them, and remind yourself of your core values. With practice, this habit will help you approach each day with greater intentionality and control. Have you ever tried incorporating morning reflection into your daily routine? If not, give it a try for a week and share your experience in the comments. What changes did you notice in your mindset and reactions? As we've seen, starting the day with intentionality can significantly impact your mindset. Next, we'll explore the power of detaching from others' opinions to live a life that is true to your principles. Habit 3. Detachment from others' opinions. How much of your life is spent trying to please others or worrying about what they think? The need for external validation is a trap that can keep you from living authentically. Stoicism teaches us that the opinions of others are outside our control, and true freedom comes from being guided by our own values. In a world where social media and societal expectations can heavily influence our self-esteem, detaching from others' opinions is a liberating practice. When you base your self-worth on external approval, you give away your power. The Stoics advise us to look inward for validation, measuring our actions against our principles rather than the fluctuating standards of others. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means not being overly affected by the judgments of others. Epictetus taught that freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. By detaching from the need for approval, you reclaim the power to act according to your true nature. Thought-provoking questions. How often do you find yourself changing your actions or opinions to fit others' expectations? What would your life look like if you prioritized your values over social approval? Are you living authentically, or are you letting others dictate your path? The Stoics emphasized living in harmony with one's nature. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to do what is right, not what is popular. This perspective encourages us to act according to our values, even when it goes against the grain. It is about living a life that is true to oneself, not one shaped by external pressures. Practical advice for implementing this habit. The next time you catch yourself worrying about what others think, pause and ask, does this opinion truly matter to my values? Practice letting go of the need for approval by acting in ways that align with your principles, even if it means facing disapproval. Over time, this practice will help you build an unshakable inner confidence. Now that we understand how to live according to our values rather than others' expectations, let's move to the physical realm and discuss the benefits of regular exercise as part of a Stoic lifestyle. Habit 4. Regular physical activity. Physical exercise is not merely about maintaining a healthy appearance, it is about cultivating strength, resilience, and discipline. Stoicism views the body as an essential part of the self that should be cared for and honed. A healthy body supports a healthy mind, enabling us to endure life's hardships with greater ease. Do you view exercise as a chore or as an opportunity for growth? The Stoics saw physical training as a means to prepare the body for the demands of life. Just as we train the mind to respond to challenges, the body must be conditioned to withstand adversity. Through physical discipline, we learn self-control and perseverance. For the Stoics, regular exercise was a form of self-mastery. It was not about vanity or appearance, but about developing the ability to endure pain and discomfort. By challenging the body, we simultaneously train the mind to handle life's struggles. Epictetus famously said, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Physical challenges reveal our limits and push us to expand them." Thought-provoking questions. Do you approach exercise with a mindset of self-improvement or as a mere obligation? How does physical activity influence your mood and mental resilience? What if you saw every workout as a lesson in overcoming adversity? The Stoics believed that enduring discomfort in physical training mirrored the endurance required in life. The practice of engaging in regular exercise helps build resilience, teaching us to face discomfort without complaint. As Marcus Aurelius noted, our actions may be impeded, but there can be no impeding our intentions or dispositions. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Start incorporating regular physical activity into your routine. Whether it's walking, running, or yoga, choose something that challenges you. Focus on consistency and gradual improvement rather than immediate results. Use each exercise session as an opportunity to practice resilience, mindfulness, and self-discipline. Remember, we've only covered 4 habits so far, and there's much more to come. The next 6 habits will dive deeper into the principles of Stoicism, offering insights that could transform your life. Stay with us to discover the full path to starting from scratch. With the body strengthened and the mind fortified through physical activity, let's turn to a practice that fosters a deeper sense of gratitude in everyday life. Habit 5. Daily gratitude practice. Do you often find yourself focusing on what you lack rather than what you have? It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of more success, more possessions, more recognition. However, Stoicism teaches us that true contentment comes not from acquiring more, but from appreciating what we already have. This is where the daily practice of gratitude can make a profound difference in our lives. How often do you pause to acknowledge the small joys in life? The Stoics believed that by regularly contemplating the blessings we have, we can cultivate a state of inner tranquility. Gratitude helps us shift our focus away from what we cannot control or what we do not possess, and instead brings our attention to the abundance in our lives. It serves as a reminder that happiness is not found in external circumstances, but in our perception of them. Gratitude is more than just a fleeting feeling. It is a mindset that requires deliberate cultivation. When you make a habit of reflecting on the things you are grateful for, you train your mind to seek out the positive aspects of your life. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about recognizing the good in life, even in challenging times. By doing so, we prevent ourselves from becoming overwhelmed by negativity and maintain a balanced perspective. To truly embrace this Stoic habit, keep a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. Even the simplest things can have a profound impact on your mood and outlook. By consistently practicing gratitude, you create a mental habit of focusing on the positives, which can help you navigate adversity with a more resilient mindset. Thought-provoking questions. When was the last time you felt truly grateful for something small, like a moment of peace or a kind word? How might your perspective on life change if you spent more time acknowledging the good rather than dwelling on the bad? Are there things you take for granted that others might view as significant blessings? The Stoics viewed gratitude as a fundamental aspect of contentment. Epictetus advised, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Gratitude teaches us to appreciate our current circumstances without constantly yearning for more. By practicing this mindset, we reduce unnecessary suffering and gain a deeper appreciation for life. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect on what you are thankful for. Keep a gratitude journal where you can jot down 3 things you're grateful for each morning or night. Over time, you will notice that this habit cultivates a sense of peace, as it helps shift your focus from what's missing in your life to what's present. Gradually, you'll begin to find joy in the simplest moments. With gratitude as a foundation for a more positive mindset, we can turn our attention to a powerful nightly ritual that complements this practice: the habit of self-assessment before bed. Habit 6. Evening self-assessment. How do you spend the final moments of your day? Most of us are quick to wind down and distract ourselves with entertainment or let our thoughts wander aimlessly. Yet, the Stoics recognize the value in taking time each night to reflect on the day's events, our actions, and our choices. This practice of evening self-assessment is a powerful tool for continuous personal growth. The Stoics encouraged evaluating each day's actions in light of our principles and values. Did we act with integrity? Were our responses to challenges aligned with our character? By asking these questions, we create a habit of introspection that helps us learn from our experiences and make better decisions in the future. Evening self-assessment goes beyond merely recounting the events of the day. It involves a critical examination of our thoughts and behaviors. Marcus Aurelius practiced this habit regularly, reminding himself to reflect on whether he fulfilled his duty as a human being. This practice allows us to identify areas where we might have fallen short, understand why, and make plans to improve. By assessing our actions daily, we become more aware of our strengths and weaknesses, allowing for gradual self-improvement. It is not about harsh judgment, but about fostering a mindset of growth. The goal is to recognize patterns that are either helpful or harmful to our development, and then take conscious steps to reinforce or change them. Thought-provoking questions. How often do you reflect on your day and assess whether your actions were in line with your values? Can you identify moments when you acted impulsively rather than thoughtfully? What might you do differently next time? What did you learn about yourself today that you can carry forward into tomorrow? Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, practiced self-reflection every night, evaluating his day's deeds. He wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By reflecting on our actions, we can discern between real issues and imagined ones, reducing unnecessary stress. This nightly habit cultivates self-awareness, which is essential for living a life of virtue. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Before going to bed, Spend a few minutes thinking about your day. Ask yourself what went well, what didn't, and what you could do better tomorrow. Write down your thoughts if it helps to clarify them. Over time, this practice will foster a sense of accountability and help you develop a growth-oriented mindset. Now that we've explored the practice of self-reflection, let's discuss the importance of skill development and continuous learning as part of living a Stoic life. Habit 7. Skill development and personal growth. Are you actively seeking ways to improve yourself? For the Stoics, personal growth was a continuous journey. They valued the pursuit of knowledge and skill as essential to living a virtuous life. Developing new skills not only boosts confidence, but also prepares us to face life's challenges more effectively. We often get complacent in our routines, feeling content with our current abilities. However, true growth lies in constantly pushing beyond our comfort zones. The Stoics encourage this mindset, viewing the pursuit of new skills as a means to refine one's character and cultivate resilience. Skill development in Stoicism is about more than just acquiring new abilities. It's about self-mastery and the cultivation of excellence. The Stoics sought to continuously improve themselves, knowing that life's difficulties would demand more from them. By committing to lifelong learning, we become better equipped to handle whatever comes our way. Epictetus emphasized the need for constant training. Difficulties show a person what they are. In challenging yourself to learn and grow, you reveal your true potential. It's not just about accumulating knowledge, but applying it to improve your character and make wise decisions. Thought-provoking questions. When was the last time you learned a new skill or deepened an existing one? How do you challenge yourself to grow in areas that matter most to you? What steps can you take today to begin learning something that will improve your life? The Stoics believed that there is no end to self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Continuous learning is an act of taking responsibility for your growth, empowering you to respond more effectively to life's challenges. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Identify one skill that you'd like to improve or a new one you'd like to learn. Set aside dedicated time each day to practice it, even if it's just 15 minutes. This consistency will compound over time, leading to significant improvements. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. With a commitment to personal growth through skill development, we can now delve into a practice that involves embracing the inevitability of change, acknowledging life's impermanence. Habit 8. Embracing life's impermanence. Do you ever struggle with letting go of the past or fear the uncertainty of the future? The Stoics often contemplated the impermanence of life, recognizing that everything is transient. Accepting this reality can help us live more fully and appreciate each moment. We often cling to things, people, achievements, possessions, because we fear loss. However, this attachment can cause suffering when change inevitably occurs. By understanding that all things are temporary, we can approach life with a sense of acceptance and peace. In Stoicism, the contemplation of life's fleeting nature serves as a tool to remind us of what truly matters. By reflecting on our mortality, we can gain perspective on our daily concerns, letting go of trivialities and focusing on what brings meaning to our lives. Epictetus advised his students to keep death and exile before your eyes every day. This was not meant to be morbid, but to encourage an appreciation for the present. When we accept that time is limited, we prioritize actions that align with our values. Thought-provoking questions. How would your life change if you truly accepted that nothing lasts forever? Do you spend time worrying about things that are outside your control, forgetting their temporary nature? How can embracing impermanence help you make more mindful decisions? The Stoics viewed change as a natural part of life. Marcus Aurelius reflected on the inevitable cycles of life, writing, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." By embracing change, we learn to detach from the outcome and focus on living in accordance with our principles. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Make it a habit to remind yourself daily that life is fleeting. This doesn't mean living in fear of death, but rather using this awareness to appreciate your experiences and act purposefully. Let it motivate you to focus on what truly matters and discard what does not. With an understanding of impermanence, we move forward to a practice that extends beyond ourselves. The importance of altruism and community involvement. Habit 9. Altruism and community involvement. How often do you extend kindness to others without expecting anything in return? Stoicism encourages us to live in harmony not only with ourselves, but with our communities. By contributing to the well-being of others, we cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Acts of kindness don't just benefit those we help, they also foster a sense of connection and belonging. The Stoics believed that we are all interconnected, and our actions should reflect this understanding. When we give freely to others, we strengthen the bonds of community and reinforce our own values. Altruism in Stoicism is not about self-sacrifice. It's about recognizing the shared nature of humanity. Helping others can take many forms, whether it's offering a kind word, volunteering, or supporting a friend in need. The focus is on acting virtuously, not on seeking recognition. Seneca advised, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness." This principle encourages us to look for ways to contribute positively, understanding that our actions, however small, can have a significant impact. Thought-provoking questions. How often do you offer help to others without expecting anything in return? What could you do today to make a positive difference in someone's life? How does contributing to your community align with your personal values? The Stoics taught that humans are social beings, meant to live and cooperate with one another. By practicing altruism, we cultivate virtues such as empathy, patience, and kindness. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to perform every action as though it were your last, emphasizing the importance of living with purpose and treating others with dignity. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Seek out small ways to help others every day. It could be as simple as listening to someone who needs to talk or volunteering for a cause you care about. These acts of kindness will not only improve the lives of others, but also enrich your own. Now that we've explored the power of helping others, let's turn to a practice that can be done alone, yet deeply influences how we interact with the world: the use of silence and inner clarity. Habit 10. Silence and inner clarity. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, how often do you make time for silence? The Stoics valued periods of quiet reflection, recognizing that silence can bring clarity, insight, and a deeper connection with oneself. In our fast-paced lives, we are often bombarded with information, opinions, and stimuli. This overload can cloud our judgment and affect our peace of mind. By intentionally seeking moments of silence, we create space to reconnect with our inner thoughts and gain a clearer perspective. For the Stoics, silence was more than the absence of sound. It was a state of being. Through quiet contemplation, we gain insight into our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom. Seneca encouraged practicing silence to foster self-discipline and inner strength. Silence helps us detach from the external world and turn inward, where true growth occurs. It is in this stillness that we can assess our lives, make thoughtful decisions, and regain our sense of purpose. Thought-provoking questions. When was the last time you spent time in silence, away from distractions. How does quiet reflection impact your mental clarity and decision-making? Could you benefit from incorporating more moments of silence into your daily routine? Stoic perspectives on the power of silence. Marcus Aurelius often emphasized the need for inner tranquility. He believed that finding stillness within oneself was essential for maintaining clarity in the face of life's demands. Practicing silence is a way to create a sanctuary in the midst of chaos, where one can cultivate strength and serenity. Practical advice for implementing this habit. Set aside time each day for silence, even if it's just a few minutes. Use this time to reflect, meditate, or simply breathe. Avoid filling every moment with noise or activity. Over time, you will find that these moments of quiet bring balance and clarity to your life. We've now covered 10 powerful habits inspired by Stoicism that can transform your life in just 1 week. Each of these habits, from focusing on what you can control to embracing silence, offers a path to deeper self-awareness and inner peace. By integrating these practices into your daily routine, you can cultivate resilience, live with greater purpose, and navigate life's challenges with a Stoic mindset. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like the video and share it with others who may benefit from these Stoic principles. Leave a comment below and let us know which habit resonates most with you, or share your experiences with Stoicism. And make sure to subscribe for more content on personal growth and practical philosophy. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May these habits help you build a life of strength, virtue, and tranquility. Stay stoic and live well.